Hello, everyone. It is I, Gina Louisa, and I am here at this time to do a bonus card reading. I just feel drawn to do. So we're going to take the cards out. And right in front of everyone, I'm going to shuffle. I shuffle before I put them away, but I'm going to shuffle them again. Back and forth, back and forth. And then cut right in, shake half of it, cut right in. They're so slippery. They cut right in if they let me. Woo. Oh, I don't want half of them to go one way and have to go the other way. And that's a problem I can do. But you know what? We're going to just shuffle them like, how about like a casino down there? We're just, and I don't care which way they're facing, in or out, right or left, right? And I hope I'm going to go all the backs, at least the backs go in the right way. I don't think they are. I'm just going to shuffle. And Lord, I'm going to shuffle and see what comes out. We don't usually do that, do we? Anything coming out? Slippery deck. I'm not going to try to force them now. So try to cut that in there. Alright, God said right there. We're just going to take the deck the way it is. And let's take my arm. What needs to show? A bonus reading. And what is on my mind today? Well, the subject of opening up to romance again. Because I've shut down for so long. And now, there are, like the Seven of Cups, there are avenues opening up, choices. And I don't know what to do. Because I've been, like I said, shut down for so long, but then the goddess is not a shut down thing. Do I want my life to be shut down? No. I want to open up. But, oh my God, huh? Opening up. So, Lord, what do I need to know? What needs to show? What do I need to know underneath? "'Twas the King of Wands. And you know, I wish I had gotten that book out, the little book that explains stuff in what they say. You know? But the King of Wands is a steady energy. It's not swift, it doesn't come charging in, but it's a steady energy. It's sure. I had gotten the Queen of Wands this morning, which is very curious to me. Because I'm asking about that particular subject, and my cards were the Queen of Wands, and now I get the King of Wands. I've been doing like two. Okay, so let's show you what the King of Wands looks like. See? That King of Wands energy. And when I wanted to clarify it, it clarified by the Tower. So this particular King of Wands energy entering my life is going to change everything. Let's clarify with one more card. Oh, Okay. We can clarify with 2 more cards, because the very next 2 cards are strength. So this new King of Wands changes everything, but lends strength. What kind of strength? Clarified by the Hierophant. Wow, deep inner strength. Okay. Wow. That's a little bit of a sentence going on right there, huh? The King of Wands, the Tower, the Strength, and the Hierophant at the bottom. Wow. I was going to shuffle. I don't want to shuffle. I don't want to touch anything. I want to see what's at the top now. I have to take the first 4 cards off the top. The first one. It's the Empress. Wow. The embodiment of all that is woman. Not a little girl, but a woman. The Empress. Oh, wow, I got a dress sort of like the dress she's wearing. I kind of bought a dress with a top like that. But anyway. I'll put the Empress under the King of Wands. Wow. What's next on top for me? The 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords. Like this morning. Okay? Like it's when you are in bed at night, you got things that are filling your heart. But then there's that one thing in reality that you got your finger on. This one thing makes me feel safe. Make sure it's there, put your finger on it. And that's what's under the Tower here. It has changed everything. See? Instead of being just that 3 of Swords, heaviness in the heart, now you can put your finger down and touch that one thing in reality that makes you feel safe. How about that? And strength. It's terrified by? Is clarified by terrified, huh? And a Freudian slip. What is this? Oh. I understand where the terror comes from now. And it takes strength. Because the clarification of the strength comes from the 7 of Swords. 7 of Cups, excuse me. The 7 of Cups, right? Oh my God, look at that. It's like everything, there's choices, like I said in the beginning. All these choices opening up. My life is opening up. Yay! It's why I started opening any doors in the beginning. It was either sit on the couch and grow old and die in oblivion, never really living, or try, reach out, step out, reach out. And now I've got all of these choices. strength. It takes strength when there's all these choices. And the Hierophant, meaning done in the most reverent way. I'm not out like that movie Lonesome Dove. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. And me, I'm in this for the long haul. Okay? To me, a good time isn't even a good time unless it's something real that can last forever, you see? I see through times that are fleeting. Then they're not good. I'm going to take that one last card here from the top. Let's see what we got. The Five of Pentacles. Wow. And the way this card depicts the Five of Pentacles, it's a humble opening up. It's an, okay, I'll let you give to me. And then it's someone giving to you, cap in hand. It's like the Jethro Tull song that I shared. Bringing you love, cap in hand. Right? Wow. What a beautiful card to end this with. The Hierophant. Clarified by a cap in hand exchange between two people. Okay, I'll open up to you. And I humbly want to give to you. That really does clarify exactly what I was asking. Let's see what's underneath. Oh. Untapped potential. It's a seed pod. I saw a seed pod sitting there in the snow, in a piece of grass. The way it was just blowing in the breeze gently, And it just stuck with me, the lovely curve of the grass and the potential of the seed pod. That in the spring, it would bring abundance. Colorful flowers. I was curious, just thoughtful. But it was that one pensive, thoughtful moment I held in my heart and put down on paper for you that I could share it with you. Untapped potential. And we're talking about a twin flame here. We're talking about romance. Allowing romance into my life again. Allowing myself to be curious about someone. Untapped potential. What untapped potential that holds. Let me see what's on top. Ooh. This is about the journey. In life, we go through life and we go through our moments. And as we go along, you see, it's not one strand, it's two. We do the physical thing, but every physical thing we do has a spiritual ramification. The spiritual things you do have a physical ramification. If you sat there and tried to meditate for hours and hours and hours, your legs are going to go numb, right? There is ramifications both ways. Spiritual, physical ramifications. You can't move through a moment without both things. Everything we do in the physical has a spiritual ramification. And that's what this is. And at the end of every thought, at the end of every day, at the end of every life. And let me get my finger on the right spot. Here we go. From the beginning, to the end. Here we go, the end. In the beginning we can see. So, and then I always say, from the beginning, beep, 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 we're this tiny little boop, until there we are at the end. And at the end, it shows that we lead one thing, and as it goes, but then when you stop and look, it's yourself. It's yourself. At the end of every thought, at the end of every day, at the end of every life. Your physical self is tied to your own spirit, your own soul. Right? It's who we are. We are that twin flame journey. Wow. And also, two people who have a resonance, okay, the twin flame. And you might not know it. You know, your life's over here, their life is over here, and you go through your thing, you know. Then your own two little woven things that you go through, okay? But there's a resonance that will bring the two of you together. Maybe in passing, you do similar things. Maybe you've been in similar places at a time, and then never really said hello or bumped into one another, and then boom, there it is. That's what the twin flame journey is about. But I like to look at that card like when life is burning. There's two things. In life you burn, and you carry a spirit with you. We're going to cut right there. Okay, and this is the doodle. Just doing the doodle. Okay, and we put this, I'll take it out, put that back down there. The doing of the doodle. As a child, you know, I say child, I thought I was so grown up actually. At 15, I had lived a whole life. And then some. And then some. But there was an implement as I was on the phone. And I just began. And now I have that moment in time with me to share with the whole world, right? So if you ask yourself, well, what good could come from like just doodling? You know, we doodle on everything, and I did a doodle on everything. You know? But this one got saved. But a few others, right? We see some. That it grows and moves in fluid, one thing and the next. Growth in emotion, even in life. In the mind of this one doodling little person. I share with you my very essence, my very art, my very everything. Because I am the divine feminine. Even though there are those who would not like me to speak so. I was born so. The most feminine little thing I can ever be. That's all I want to be, is just exactly what I should be. I have a song. It says, I keep a low, slow, cozy glow. Yeah, I keep the home fire burning. Yeah, I keep a low, slow, cozy glow, so you can find your way home. I'm gonna make you so proud of me and be everything that a woman can be. I keep the innocence of my youth by living every single minute only in truth and keeping a low, slow, cozy glow. Yeah, I keep my home fire burning. Yeah, I'm a low, slow, cozy glow, so you can find your way home. And that's to my twin flame in this world. Where are you? I'll keep a low, slow, cozy glow, so you can find your way home to me, yeah, so you can find your way home to me, so you can find your